Hello Libra, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the energies and predictions for the sign of Libra for the rest of June. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and feel free to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Libra, let's go ahead and get into this mid-June update for you. We'll see what's coming forward for you here as we are at the midway point of June 2025 already. Do hope things have been going well for you. Hope things are good. I'll go ahead and get all the cards out here, get everything set up and in view, and then we'll get right into it for you. All right, Libra. Okay. All right, I think that's looking just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom. You have your energy here. You have one of your energies. This is the King of Swords. This is a very Libra card. King of Swords may ask you to act decisively on something in your situation. I'm getting the need that there is something that you need to cut out here. I'm getting the feeling that there's something that you need to cut out here, okay? And the King of Swords would do this decisively. They would act with authority, act with precision, okay? King of Swords is also somebody who's a very good communicator. This is also somebody who is able to sort of compartmentalize their thoughts. And what I mean by that is they are able to separate fact from fiction. They are able to look at something logically. They're able to look at something emotionally, right? They're able to sort of compartmentalize something. So maybe some of you are wanting to, and Libra, you are very, very good at this, right? Some of you are maybe wanting to put everything on, put all the facts on the table, separate the facts, right? Or even whatever's going on mentally here, kind of bring it out, right? Bring it out, put it on the table, look at everything for what it is. And going back to this idea, I do think some of you are looking to cut something out here, okay? So let me see what this might be around. So let's just go ahead and dive in, and let's dive right into the reading here. You do have the devil in the middle. You're the second sign to get the devil in a sort of prominent position here for the air signs. So I think Gemini also had this. Now the devil, it represents something that you are maybe, it represents something that has a hold on you or a hold over you, something that is chaining you in a way. You can see the people here chained to the devil, okay? So what this means is it could be something toxic in your life. It could be a habit. It could be a mindset. It could be a person. Yes, it could also be a person that keeps you under their thumb or tries to control you. Anything like this could be the devil. Now, on the positive end of the devil is it does suggest that you have power. Okay, it does suggest that you have desires potentially as well. And I think this idea of having power over a situation is something that I would like to kind of drill down on, which is there's something that you need to remove or let go of or cut out or even act on. And I think if some of you feel powerless to do this, maybe this is a reminder that you do indeed have control over this situation. Okay, you have power to move on from something. You have power to work through something. You have power to act on something. Okay? Ultimately, I think that you will end up doing this, and I think that in removing or working through, separating from whatever this thing is, there is a really positive result at the end of it, okay, on the other side of it. You have some big energies here with the devil, the hanged man, judgment. Yeah, you have it feels like June is pretty strong for you. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the first column here. You have the Page of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Five of Swords. So here, with the Five of Swords, this is something that can indicate letting go of, cutting, severing, all of these types of energies that you hear in the tarot, right? This is a classic card for this. And with the Devil, the King of Swords, remember, sword, if you look, I think that you will end up doing this. And I think that the reading here is looking, is asking you to let go of something. But if you, what I was saying is, if you look at the sword, right, the sword is all about cutting. So what is that one thing? For some of you, you are, with the Seven of Cups, sort of like, Mm, with the Seven of Cups, you're overwhelmed in how this is going to shape, how this is going to turn out, or how this is going to shape up for you. Seven of Cups can indicate that you have an overwhelming amount of thoughts, choices, or decisions. The good part about the Seven of Cups is you have optionality. You have the choice, you have a lot of options, okay? You have a lot of choices, a lot of paths that you can go down with the Seven of Cups. But it can kind of lead to this overwhelming feeling. For some of you, this may be connected to romance in some ways. You do have the Page of Cups here. Page of Cups can indicate a new beginning in, or a new offer in your love life. It can be an invitation to do something with your partner, your significant other. It can also indicate that if you're single, this can be around new love arriving into your life. Maybe some of you are a little bit overwhelmed about your relationship energy right now, which is like, perhaps if you're single, you're kind of making a determination here. Do I want to stay single? Do I want to be in a relationship? If you're already in a relationship, I think some of you here have like some sort of offer or invitation, something about the relationship here that's making you feel a bit overwhelmed, Libra. Okay, and you're kind of going back and forth. Do I let go of this person? Do I continue with this person? What is best for me? Some of you are a bit overwhelmed in that decision, choice, or option here. And I would draw back to this Devil card, which is suggesting that you do have the power. You have the power to make this decision, okay? You hold the key here. You do. And if this is something that has a hold over you, you could very clearly unlock yourself from that situation, for sure. This is a very Libran energy here, okay, with the King of Swords and the Five of Swords, Seven of Cups. Those are very Libra energies, okay, in that you kind of see all of the sides of the situation. You see all angles to something, and in that process of seeing everything, it feels a bit overwhelming, okay, and it may even be leading to a little bit of indecision. Let's go ahead and move to the middle column here. You have the Four of Cups, the Devil, and the Judgment card. I'm going to say this. I think with this Four of Cups energy here, I think some of you are maybe numbing or avoiding. Okay? I think some of you are maybe numbing is not, I think avoidance. Okay? I think there's some avoidant tendencies here for some Libras, which I think is totally normal, by the way, when you have like a big decision to make. But this person is avoiding the opportunity in front of them. This can represent avoidant tendencies or avoidant energy. Okay, there's a choice right here. The universe is giving them a cup, but they're avoiding the opportunity that the universe is giving them. And there are many, people engage in avoidant behavior, avoidant tendencies in many ways, and this could be through video games. It could be through Netflix. It could be through going to the bar every day, anything. I mean, even more positive ones, like just exercising, like exercising like 4 hours a day, or like exercising is a very good thing, but there's a limit to everything, right? Like you can avoid by doing something positive, right? This idea of like procrastination or avoidant energy is maybe showing up. Hopefully that kind of sort of makes sense. Like, there's something that needs to be addressed here. Okay, there's really something that needs to be addressed. You know that it needs to be addressed. You're overwhelmed in how this thing will wrap up, and how this thing will shake out. Okay, you're concerned or overwhelmed by the outcome, and through that process, you are engaging in avoidant tendencies. I think this is what I'm reading. This is my intuitive read on the situation. And by the way, I'm not coming at you. This is simply what is showing up in the cards, okay? And by the way, there's you have the power, you have the ability to overcome this, and you have power over this, but it's a matter of exerting your power over this thing that you're doing, okay? But you have the ability to do it right now if this is something that you want to do. We could just use the example of what's one that would be relevant for my audience? YouTube or scrolling or Netflix, right? Like engaging in these practices for hours and hours a day when there's something else that needs to be addressed, right? You could decide to turn that off at any moment, right? if you want to. The Judgment card, it represents epiphanies in the tarot, okay? It's maybe like a sort of come to Jesus moment, if you will. And the Judgment card says that you're very close to finishing something up or completing something. It can also be about enlightenment as well, but I think that there's something around an epiphany here. The Judgment's a strong card, okay? It's a strong card. It's a karma card, indicating that you're seeing the results of the actions you've taken up to this point. But there's something about an epiphany here around a situation in your life that has a hold or a grip on you, okay? In the final column, you have the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Hanged Man. So here it is again, right? The Hanged Man, it does represent potential indecision. There are a lot of ways you could go with the Hanged Man. This idea of being in limbo, this wait and see period, which sometimes we have to be in a wait and see moment or a wait and see period or in a holding pattern. That's just life sometimes, right? But it's this idea of, I think, indecision. This person really just needs to cut the cable they're suspended on and embrace the transformation below them, but they're not ready to do it. For whatever reason, they're resistant, okay? So the Hanged Man, it can represent resistance, it can represent limbo, it can represent indecision. Being in limbo, it can represent indecision, these sorts of things. This very well may be connected to a move that you want to make, a trip that you want to take, or even a decision or action you need to make in business with the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is also a very positive card. It's the biggest card I see when somebody's going to go on a trip, like travel, or more so than travel, it's about moving, like moving residence or changing your location, relocating, these types of things. Again, it can also be, it's the jack of all trades of the tarot, so it can also represent decisions that need to be made in business, work, career as well. And the key thing about the Knight of Wands is it indicates movement or motion in these directions, even in something that you're passionate about as well. So try to fit it into your scenario here. Finally, you have the next card in the court, in the Wands court cards, which is the Queen of Wands. So Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands says, have confidence in naming and taming this thing that has you chained or trapped to something, okay? Whatever this potential avoidant behavior or tendencies or whatever this is that you're engaged in, you have confidence and be strong in working through this here. Remember, this reading indicates that you have power over the situation, okay? Let's see what else we have here. Let's go ahead and move into the clarifications portion. We'll go ahead and start off by pulling some oracle cards for you here, Libra, okay? Let's see what is in the oracle messages for you. Yeah, we'll take those. Energy on the bottom, you do have Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. Compromise, right? Compromise. Another thing about the Hanged Man, potentially compromise. Libra, you're very good at compromise. Can you create a situation where you are coming to a compromise with somebody? Sorry, there we go. All right, sorry. I have an ant problem where I'm staying. It's on the card. I apologize. All right, you guys are cool with it. My apologies. All right, let's take a look at these other oracle cards here. All right, you have Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted, as well as Mountains, stand your ground. All right, so there's something about compromise showing up in the oracle cards. You have this idea of maybe grounding yourself here, standing your ground here. I like this idea of standing your ground, especially if it's around something that is controlling you right now. You then have Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved, Stag, trust and thrive. And let's take a look at this final card here. You have Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. The idea of a transformation, it's basically right there, okay? At any point here during this month, and as you move forward with this next period of time that we're in, the transformation is already available. It's just a matter of, it's basically below you. Like the transformation's it's waiting for you. So anytime you're ready to enact this or engage in this transformation, it's available to you, okay? But you'll have to see when the time is right for you to do this. let's go ahead. Let's move into clarifying the tarot cards. Now, Libra, I do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I do hope things are going well for you. All right. You have the Six of Cups, you have the Knight of Pentacles, and you have the Chariot. All right. Six of Cups, Page of Cups here. Now, not everybody's going to resonate with this, but in the relationship area here, okay, some of you are going through like some past life timelines with this person. If you're in a relationship, okay, if you're in this relationship, you're fulfilling some sort of past life contract. Okay, not everybody's going to connect with this, but I'm pretty certain that this is the case. Okay, and it could feel like if you're in this relationship with this person, you've known them for a long time, like a very, very, very long time. Okay, even if this is a newer type of relationship. I would also say that there is potentially, if you're not currently in a relationship, an ex or someone from the past that could try to re-enter into your life at this time, with the Page of Cups and the Six of Cups. Okay, they might reach out. You may also decide that this is something you want to do. I can't say that that's right or wrong, okay? The devil may suggest that it's something you want to fight through, but at the end of the day, this is your choice, right? And I can't tell you what to do as the reader. There may also be something connected to here with the Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Six of Cups, a return home for some of you, okay? This would be the place that you were born or the place that has felt like home for you. This may be the case with the Knight of Wands, Six of Cups, and the Chariot. We have the Knight of Wands here. I know this is the Knight of Pentacles. There's also a result that you're waiting for. Some of you want a result here, and you're a little bit overwhelmed about this situation with the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. You're not exactly sure when it's coming in. I would say that this is also a message. There's also a message in this reading here around trusting in divine timing for you, Libra. Let's see what else we have here in the clarifications. You have the King of Cups, you have the Queen of Swords, and you have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Judgment, Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. Nine of Pentacles. Nines, I've found in the tarot, usually connect to the self. Okay, so usually nines are more of a solo, like single solo energy. Okay, more so connected to your journey, your path, your independence, your development, these types of things. And the Nine of Pentacles is about financial independence in many ways. Okay, so you may be on the edge of that transformation for yourself. That may be, you may be close to this, or you may be on the precipice of making a decision that gets you there if you're not there already. Some of you may already be there, okay? But the Nine of Pentacles is a very positive money card, indicating that you can maybe even enjoy some luxuries in life. Remember, though, it's clarifying the Judgment card. Judgment is epiphany, okay? So you may have some realizations about how money's coming in, how you're making money, where it's coming from, these sorts of things could be showing up for you during this period of time. Queen of Swords and the Devil, you have a counterpart here with the Queen and the King of Swords, okay? Take note of the partnerships, the relationships in your life. These may be romantic or non-romantic. I'm saying relationships generally. Take note of the relationships in your life. Are there one or more that are potentially, what is the right, I'm trying to use the right verbiage here. Okay, I'll just, harmful, or are there one or more of these relationships that are not helping you move forward in some way? Okay, do you feel like, take note of the way you feel around these people. Okay, any sort of relationship, business relationship, romantic, family, friend, these sorts of things. You want to take note. How do you feel around these people, like intuitively, like instinctually? What do you feel? You do have the King of Cups and the Four of Cups. King of Cups is not somebody who's really taking action. Okay, they're calm, cool, and collected. They are kind of weathering any sort of emotional storm or just kind of rolling with the punches, you could say. But it's not a card of action. Both the Four and the King of Cups are not cards of actions. And I would say in the negative light of the King of Cups, this may also be an avoidant person. Okay. You do have the Page of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Swords, and you have the Strength card. There are definitely some opportunities here showing up for you with the double pages, Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. I like this for you. It's probably connected to this Knight of Pentacles here. This may also be connected to a change in where you reside or what you do in life. Like in terms of your business, your career, kind of like your lifestyle, there could be changes in these areas here. And there could be offers around that theme or concept for you. But again, we have this Eight of Swords resistance, feeling trapped energy with the Seven of Cups overwhelmed, Eight of Swords feeling trapped or resistant to the changes that are coming in. And with the Strength card, this is Leo energy. You actually have quite a bit of Leo energy here. Queen of Wands, Strength. Having confidence and being courageous as you take a step forward to investigate this new opportunity or to work through this situation, going back to the beginning of the reading, that you maybe want to remove or cut out from your life. Okay? Once again, on the bottom, you do have the King of Wands. I like this for you. King of Wands, Knight of Wands. This is powerful energy here. I think some of you are looking to make some shifts, changes, or create goals for yourself in business and career. There could be a real opportunity for you to do that, okay, between now and the end of the month. Let's see what else we have here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Kipper energies to close out this reading. All right. You have Privileged Lady, False Person, Child, Thoughts, Unexpected Income, and Occupation. Work stuff seems like they're, work, career, business stuff. Wow. Feels like everything's in front of you at this time. You have a ton of optionality. There are so many opportunities in front of you. Like, you really have a lot of different options available here. Yeah. Like, there are opportunities, options, and some of them you may not even expect that they're coming here with the Unexpected Income, Occupation. I think you're going to have a pleasant surprise in work, career. Okay. The relationship thing is interesting. You may also learn something about a person you're involved with or that you're just starting to get involved with here. False Person, Privileged Lady. Yeah. And I think that there are some conversations that need to be had. Again, I would take note of how you feel around the people in your life. This is what I have for you here, Libra. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll most certainly be talking to you again soon.